Hi everybody. So my name is Paz Mugo. I'm the managing director of Nabo Capital. The first important thing for any business is to be funded by by your customers. If your business cannot attract customers, don't even bother to continue beyond that point. If you don't have a compelling product that makes people want to become your customers, don't even bother. Find something that will differentiate you. The second thing I want to talk about is managing expenses. It's so easy, especially when your business is prospering, to find yourself loosening the purse. And once the customer brings in cash, once the cash is in the business, you've got to manage it. And you've got to manage by making sure you have less expenses than the cash that you are getting from your customers. So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is something we call cash flow cycle. Cash flow cycle.
Yes.
Cash flow cycle means I get my customers pay me within, let's say, 90 days, isn't it? Huh? My customers pay me within 90 days, and I pay my creditors within 30 days. What do you think is happening to the business? You're paying faster than you're receiving, isn't it? So as long as your business is paying faster than it's receiving, you're going to end up in a cash flow. So you're borrowing to keep funding another partner in your business setup. Borrow wisely.
Yes.
Point number 1, when about borrowing, you need to match where you're investing and the kind of borrowing that you're getting. If you're borrowing just to pay short-term things, you can borrow short-term. If you're borrowing to invest in long-term projects, please get long-term. The other thing that goes wrong in borrowing is just not being able to understand the cash flow profile of the business. So businesses tend to overborrow. The problem of borrowing against your salary or against that kind of cash flow is because what happens when it is pulled away? What happens when you no longer have that job? The bank will come for your assets. So people should borrow against the strength of their balance sheet. Businesses should borrow against the strength of their balance sheet, not on the strength of some temporary cash flows. Yeah. You need to borrow against sustainable cash flows that are coming into your business or into your family. The art of running a business is not designing a product. It's not in finding a customer. It's not in branding the business. It's not in employing people. The art of running a business is grounded on how best you manage your cash flows. How cash flows are coming in, how you're paying out expenses, and how you're making sure the business remains cash rich. Make sure you have 12 months cash cover.
12 months cash cover.
So if you run a business, a salon, and you pay 1 million shilling, your rent, everything put together is 1 million shilling. Try as much as possible in the early stages of your business to accumulate the money that you're getting to about 12 million shillings and put that aside and live as if you don't have it as a business. That means you've covered your costs for the next 12 months. And that allows your business to be able to go through difficult times and come through on the other end when those times become better. Most businesses are good businesses. The problem is that they are not prepared for the unexpected. How you navigate difficult times in any business, small, medium, micro, large, is by being prepared for difficult times. And that is always around how much cash buffer do you have. Your costs will always be either fixed or variable. Okay? If your business is young, try to have as minimal fixed costs as possible. Okay? For example, I had somebody in my office who was telling me they want to launch an app. and were looking for an office, they will be paying some tens of thousands per month. And I said, why do you need an office? You don't need a fixed cost. Get? So try to minimize your fixed cost as much as possible and have as much variable cost as possible. That is one trick of managing that sort of phase. If you want to just look at it generally, and I don't want to generalize the businesses, I'd say costs should be around 40 to 60% of your revenues, generally.